In this video, we will talk about primary keys. If I open the demo database and customers table in design tool again, we will see that we now have the ID column created that is automatically generating unique identifiers for each customer that we enter into the table. Now, because the unique record identifier are so important to the relational database functionality, you can take the concept one step further and tell SQL Server that even though there might be other columns in your table that could store unique values, but this column in particular is the most important. So we do this by designating the column as the table's primary key. Now, to see what this means, let's just open our table. Say select top 1000. Right. So now that we have our customers from our customer table, now we could see that we have people with first name, last name, and their address. We might be able to see that your first customer in here is ID 100 Said Abbas. This is a customer which is unique and is not repeated in our table again. But as soon as we go to Kim 102, you will be able to see that we do have a Kim customer ID 102. We also have Kim 103. We have 104. And for the purpose of the demo of primary key, we've added these as duplicate records, even though they are unique in terms of their name, last name, and address. But if you were asked to find Kim from your database by doing a search against the first name, you will get more than one Kim. But if you had a unique identifier in your table, what you would then be able to do is you will be able to just refer to that unique identifier and be able to find that Kim that you're after. So in our case, that unique identifier is our ID column. So if instead of first name, when I say Kim equals to Kim, I could say ID. And if I know the ID for Kim, for example, I'm looking at 4102, you should be able to see Kim uh, with ID number 102, and that's their address with their postcode. Now, the reason we designate a column as a primary key is that we can know without a doubt that we will always have a way of finding a specific record of interest. So in example, you saw that we 102 is a primary key column which could find us that unique or the customer that we're after. The designer, what you can do is you can just highlight the ID column, and in our toolbar you will see there is a key toggle, which if you hover over it, it will highlight in yellow. So click on that and you will also be able to see a key icon next to your column. So now at this time, what that means is that your column is designated as primary key, and once you know that the key is appearing in here, you can just click on your table. So that has now saved our table, and we now have an assigned primary key to our customers tables. Now, just to see whether that's happened or no, what I'll do is I'll just click on here, just refresh my table, just go to expand the customers table. If we go to columns, we will be able to see our ID column, and you have a key next to it. Now, in parentheses, you also have the PK notation, which that indicates that you do have a primary key in your table, and that's called ID. You can also scroll down to your keys folder. So in key folder, you will see that we now have a primary key, and it is on the customers table. And in the indexes table, you will also be able to see an index, which is your primary key, and it is in fact a clustered index. Now, indexes, we do have a module that's coming up about indexes. We will tell you all about those, but for now, know that primary keys are assigned to a table for the purpose of finding a record sooner. So you will, once you have a primary key on your table, you could actually base your search on your primary key. You can search through your table a lot more quicker. Your queries will run faster, and every record that you store in your table will be stored in that primary key order. So that's the natural order the SQL Server will store all your data based on your primary keys.